Malta and Gozo are the two major islands that create the Maltese archipelago. If you are intending a journey to stunning Malta, after that exploring both significant islands is highly suggested. Life right here is sluggish, relaxed, and extremely beautiful. There are lots of outstanding locations to see if you are wondering what to do in Malta as well as Gozo. In between the magnificent Mediterranean coastline, the sensational communities, historical spots, and also large all-natural appeal, this is just one of the ideal European vacation destinations around. Number 10. Valletta. Valletta is the resource of Malta, many thanks to the well-known defeat of the Ottoman Turks during the Great Siege of 1565. The standout of these is St. John's Cathedral as well as various other auberges and strongholds, all constructed by the Knights of St. John. Valletta is the biggest harbour community in Malta, and also from the upper and lower Baracca Gardens, you'll get incredible sights of the Grand Harbour. Number 9. St. Julian's. For those that desire a little type the nightlife scene, St. Julian's is the location. Understood for its capacity to entertain, this hotel community is loving late-night enjoyment. St. Julian's includes Portomaso, Spinola Bay, St. George's Bay, and also Paceville, which is where most of the action is. For beach bottoms, the huge flat rocks that line the coastline make a perfect sunbathing bed, as well as the seafront promenade, offers an excellent location for a lengthy stroll. Malta's tallest structure, Portomaso Tower, is below, as is the Love Monument as well as Spinola Palace. Can be found in August for the conventional summertime festa, or come whenever for astounding dance, dining, and fine wine. Number 8. Gozo. Just off the coast of Malta is the small island of Gozo. Most tourists come for the day as well as appreciate websites like the Temples of Gintia, Inland Sea, the Citadel, and the Azure Window. Gozo is a mostly farming and angling community, and also the majority of people enjoy the towns of Zlendi as well as Marsalforn. There's been extremely little growth below, so a midday wandering the island will give you a nice feeling for a much more typical Malta. The majority of arriving by ferry boat, but also for some enjoyment, attempt the seaplane. Number 7. BIRGU. On the south side of the Grand Harbour is BIRGU, among the older cities in Malta. It's been of army relevance for centuries since of its location. The community also played an essential role in the Siege of Malta. At one point, Greeks, Romans, Byzantines, Phoenicians, Normans, Arabs, and also Aragonese all regulate the city and also influenced its history and also society. The major entrance to the city is the Love Couvray port, and the entire place is bordered by fortified walls. Inside you'll locate monoliths and ancient history every which way. Prior to leaving, discover the Inquisitor's Palace, the Parish Church, Notre Dame Gate, as well as the Malta Maritime Museum. Number 6. COMINO. Residents of the famous Blue Lagoon, COMINO is a small island much loved by internet users, divers, and those wanting a day journey to avoid their cares. The island is car-free and practically uninhabited. It's got white sand coastlines and also an intensely blue sea, making every little thing regarding COMINO a welcoming as well as extravagant sensation. You can swim over to the islet of Cominoto, and when you've completed, rent out a deck and also an umbrella chair for a wonderfully long nap in the sun. It does obtain busy in the summertime, so take into consideration a winter visit to optimize your satisfaction. Number 5. MARSAXLOKK. In southerly Malta, you'll discover MARSAXLOKK, a fishing village understood for the Sunday fish market, and also the several colorful luzzas decorated considered painted boats. The history below traces back to the 9th century and was used by Phoenicians and later the Turkish fleet throughout the Great Siege. On the Taz Silg hillside, excavators have actually even discovered Bronze Age devices. The sector is a major component of life in MARSAXLOKK. The country's primary power station is here. The scrumptious seafood and environment-friendly water make it worth a checkout. There is a wonderful coastline bring about the beautiful St. Peter's Pool as well as cliff diving below is an amazing experience. Number 4. DINGLI Cliffs. DINGLI is the name of a tiny village in the north area of the island. It pushes a 250-meter high plateau over the sea and consequently, it's one of the greatest factors of Malta. Take a brief stroll towards the ocean and also you'll get to DINGLI Cliffs. From there you can appreciate a spectacular ocean blue sight over the really little and uninhabited Isle of Filfla. Number 3. RAMBLA Bay. The last one of the 10 finest places to visit in Malta can also be found on the island of Gozo. What makes it different from all other beaches in Malta is its golden reddish sand, which makes it additionally one of the most photogenic areas in Gozo. Number 2. MDINA. The Silent City, as MDINA is commonly called, is an ancient walled city situated 7 miles west of Valletta in Main, Malta. The history of the fortified city is much grander than its small size. Rabat is the modern city that borders MDINA as well as often is described as the suburban areas of MDINA. Rabat is additionally a lot bigger with an approximated populace of 13,000 while MDINA has only concerning 300 irreversible homeowners at any kind of offered time. Number 1. Blue Grotto. The southeastern location of Malta is a lot less checked out by tourists. The remarkable Blue Grotto found below makes this component of the island one of the ideal places to go to in Malta. The Blue Grotto, a collection of 7 caverns, is discovered along the coast of the island. Malta and also Gozo are the 2 major islands that develop the Maltese archipelago. If you are planning a journey to beautiful Malta after that, exploring both major islands is highly suggested. Simply off the shore of Malta is the tiny island of Gozo. The last one of the 10 best locations to go to in Malta can likewise be found on the island of Gozo. The fantastic Blue Grotto discovered below makes this part of the island one of the finest places to see in Malta.